It's Ash from Super Videos back for another comic book video. This is going to be the cover reveal for issue 171 of the Walking Dead's comic book series, which is going to be called Fear the Princess. So the cover is definitely unique, it's definitely different, and it's a cover that kind of gets me interested in where the story is going. So in the cover we have this new female character who is dressed kind of exotically. She has this sort of pink sweater and it seems like she's some kind of soldier because she's carrying this machine gun. She is kind of dressed in a military suit from the waist down. It's definitely an interesting cover, and I think it's definitely time for another badass female character. Obviously the last female character we had who was a badass was Andrea, who died recently. We obviously have other badass female characters in the comic book already, like Michonne, like Magna, like some of the others, but I think in terms of this new character, it's going to be interesting to see how she is different from the other ones and what she kind of does and how she fits into the story. So that takes me to my other point. We still don't know if this character is a good person or a bad person, because obviously we don't know what community she's from, we don't know how she fits into the story, so it's going to be interesting to see how that kind of comes about and how she enters the story. Now, I'm definitely sure that she has something to do with the Ohio community, mainly because the cover for 170 was Eugene, Michonne, Magna, and Sirik kind of walking the empty road going somewhere, and my speculation is that they are basically going towards the Ohio community. So this seems to kind of go hand in hand with that cover, and this new female character seems to be from the Ohio community or a part of a community close to the Ohio community or something along those lines. So in terms of the title of the cover, it's Fear the Princess. A bit cheesy, a bit out there, but that's the title they decided to go with. Now the caption or the description is, who is she and what does she want? And it does hint at an unknown, like who is she? Is she a good person or a bad person? And which community does she come from? Now going back to the title, Fear the Princess, we pretty much know that this female character is named Princess or is a real princess or something along those lines, because she's been credited as the princess, and it says that it's the first appearance of the princess. Now it doesn't mean that it's necessarily the official first appearance. She could appear at the end of the previous issue and this could be her first appearance on the cover, but we still don't know exactly when she appears, but it seems like she's definitely named Princess. Now one thing about that, it definitely seems cheesy. Like I said, it seems out there that there's this new character who calls herself Princess, and I'm definitely hoping that they don't go that route, not only because it's weird and it doesn't seem to fit the world of The Walking Dead, but at the same time, we already had King Ezekiel who had a similar role. So we kind of don't want to go back to a visited storyline or a character that we have already kind of seen. So we don't want to revisit some of these type of characters again, just like we don't want to see another person who dresses or looks or appears to be kind of like Jesus or Michonne or someone else. So in my opinion, we definitely need to stay away from having a similar sort of character again. So because of that, I'm hoping that this is not a real princess and that's just something that she calls herself to fool others or something along those lines, but she's not actually a princess. Now she is African American, as the Wikia says, so it's going to be interesting to see how she's different from Michonne. Obviously we have Michonne who's African American, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of traits Princess has that's different from Michonne. Obviously she is carrying a machine gun, so she seems to be good with weapons like that, but it's going to be interesting to see what other traits she has. So that's basically my thoughts and opinions on this cover. I'm very interested to know your ideas and opinions about what you think about this cover, whether you like it or you don't, and what you think about Princess. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.